Welcome to this gallery of layout and background art. The final color backgrounds are the equivalent of a live-action movie set. In animation, backgrounds begin as elaborately detailed blueprints known as layouts. These layouts established the camera angles and set the stage so that animation on Snow White could begin. The three holes at the bottom of the page are registration holes, used to keep all artwork and animation cells in proper alignment. The red pencil frames the scene to indicate how the camera will tilt to photograph it properly and move across the page. This use of drawing in perspective created the illusion of depth. Layouts were drawn in graphite pencil on special high-grade paper. This scene by itself looks a bit empty. That's in order to minimize visual clutter behind or around the character cell that would be a part of this shot. The layout artist worked closely with the sequence directors to plan scenes so that actions would read well against the finished background. Prior to painting any background, each artist prepared the special heavy paper by wetting it with water. They blotted off excess water, then stretched the paper flat, holding it down with tape. Once dry, the paper remained flat. The layout line drawing was copied, and washes of color were applied. This beautiful watercolor background of the castle courtyard may look a bit strange from this angle. However, when photographed close up with the camera at a tilt and then moved across the background, the final result in the film gave the illusion of panning from the steps of the castle up and over to a high window. This vertical watercolor is called a pan background and is nearly 5 feet tall. In Snow White's flight through the forest, she stumbles into the jaw-like opening at the top of the background, and the camera pans down with her as she falls. Notice the harmony of colors, the apparent light source, and the forced perspective of the dwarfs at the bottom of the stairs drawn smaller. The room shadow was painted on the background, but since the character shadows are in motion, they were added frame by frame onto overlaying cells by special effects animators. The team effort involved to create this and every single frame of the film involved a minimum of 11 artisans: sequence director, art director, story artist, layout artist, background painter, animator, assistant animator, inker, painter, scene checker, and cameraman. Notice that the words of the spell are missing from this background of the Queen's Book of Magic Potions. That's because Snow White backgrounds that included words were recreated in different languages for various international releases.